Pisces Sun and Rising. Welcome to your October 2024 horoscope. It's Rena here. I was going to say astro update, but I got distracted because I am outside and there are some people screaming their head off. So if you hear any background noises, that's why. It's just like a summer night, even though it's in mid-September. So I thought it would be kind of a good idea. I'm kind of in a peaceful setting to do this reading outside. So we still have eclipse season going on the 2nd of the month. We have a solar eclipse at 10 degrees of Libra. So for you, Libra is your 8th house. And a solar eclipse here, this is a fellow water house in astrology. This is Pisces domain. This could have a theme of rebirth for some Pisces people, because this is like a very powerful new moon, and it's in this area that is about transformation. You may feel like you have shed an old skin. You know, you did have a lunar eclipse here back in March, and maybe these last months have been a time of rebuilding yourself in some way. This can be some kind of a purification. The 8th house is one of the houses of addiction. It can be toxins. Pluto in particular is connected with that, and purging. So that this may have been a process, and now you're stepping into this new version of yourself. But it can provide opportunities as it pertains to other people's resources. Whether it could even be for some people your spouses, but if it's like an inheritance, that's 8th house matters as well. And on the 9th, Jupiter goes retrograde at 21 degrees of Gemini. Gemini is a fellow mutable sign, and it squares off Pisces, meaning it's a tense angle, it's an irritating, it's a friction. But that friction can really be a motivator. So what we're looking at here is Jupiter retrograding in the house of home and family. So it could be motivating you to do something. You know, with these squares, you might feel like you have to solve some kind of problem or do something about whatever is going on. And with Jupiter retrograding, this can have an effect of you questioning your ethics, your values as it pertains to home and family issues. So let's say this is the house of the mother. Well, some people say the father. I'm going to just say the mother. Let's say there's a female Pisces individual, and you've really wanted to be a mother. You've really wanted motherhood. And you realize that you have to find the right mate. You do not want to just indiscriminately get involved with someone and figure, you know what, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You don't want to do that, because you really start to think about the concept of family, and you realize that it means a lot more to you than that, and you don't want to drag a child into it. So it's really about kind of going within, even if you have these desires. And actually, when Jupiter goes direct again, I think it's going to be in February 4th of 2025. When it goes direct, as it has for the last few months when it was direct as well, is it provides you opportunities to expand your household or expand the your house, the dwelling that you're living in itself. So I remember hearing an astrologer saying that when Jupiter is in your fourth house, you could expect to move into a bigger house, move into a bigger apartment, whatever. When Jupiter goes retrograde, you may find that some kind of opportunity for a property comes back into reach again, for whatever reason. But I also think that if you're reflecting on your values, you may think, I really don't want a McMansion. I thought that was what I wanted, but actually, I would rather have a tiny home and have a whole bunch of land. So you kind of rework your priorities. There still may be expansion, but it's kind of like, I want the freedom. Jupiter is about freedom of having a smaller dwelling. I want to downsize. I don't want to, have a bigger property. I want to downsize. And so freedom becomes very important to you. So this is kind of what sorting out values is all about, of seeing what really is, the important things in your life and what are not. So anyway, then we have on the 11th, Pluto goes direct at 29 degrees of Capricorn. So Pluto has been in your 11th house of hopes and wishes, friendships and groups, and gains. Pisces people, now you had Saturn in that 10th house when it was in Sagittarius. That was several years ago, but I mean, you've had other things like eclipses in that 10th house, and Pluto in the 11th house can be profits. Pluto can give you wealth, and power, but specifically wealth when it comes to your job, making a lot of money, or if you have a business, really increasing your business. So that there's another situation where Pluto going retrograde may have made you look at your inner power. And this also is in regards to the people around you, because you may have had some kind of power struggles in friendships or with like a group that you belong to. And for Pisces, it might even be like a spiritual group where, you really felt like you are knowledgeable, and you're like, these other people are trying to show me up or something. But then you look within yourself and say, where is my source of true power? It's not out in the world, because that's temporary. That's very tenuous. It's always within myself. So you're going to move forward with that. And on the 13th, Mercury goes into Scorpio, fellow water sign that trines you. And that is your 9th house. That is the house of Sagittarius. So it can be, Mercury is about language or communication. You might be learning a foreign language. So as these planets go into Mercury or into Scorpio in that 9th house, this could be about traveling long distance. It could be learning in a foreign country. Maybe you're a foreign student. It is kind of a little bit late in the year. Usually college starts in August nowadays. I'm talking about with the semesters like that, but whatever. There might be some reason for that. Or if you are like a lecturer, maybe you're lecturing in a foreign country, or getting that opportunity, hearing from talking to somebody in another country, or researching a country that you might want to visit or move to. This is a house of publishing, so you might be publishing or researching publishing. On the 17th, Venus goes into Sagittarius. Into Sagittarius. So Venus is going into that 10th house of career. Oh, that's good for money too. Venus is money, But Venus is also, so it could be a raise that you get. So Pluto has just gone into the 11th. That could definitely be connected there. But Venus can also be that you come across in a very favorable manner to higher ups. The 10th house can be authority figures, so that can open doors for you. On the very same day, we have a full moon at 24 degrees of Aries. Oh my gosh, Pisces, that's your second house of earned income. These are two transits that could be money related. So yeah, I'm almost wanting to guarantee you that you're going to get a raise, but I don't want anyone to ask me for their money back, just kidding. But yeah, so that could be something with your finances increasing. I mean, full moons can be endings too, but I'm just looking at it from the perspective of the other things that are happening. Makes me think that's going to be some kind of boost. Maybe it's like what do they call those? Bonus, or gosh, I can't think of that. A commission. On the 22nd, the sun goes into Scorpio, into that 9th house, and yeah, it's possible that some of you, you had that lunar eclipse in September. As I'm recording this, it hasn't occurred yet, but in that, the lunar eclipse in your sign could mean something, really, making you, prominent in some way, standing out in some way. And that can be something that is very exciting for you, and making you feel like, and so I'm telling this to the people that listen in September, because this could be happening to you. But even like endings, I could see, like, for some, if you're in the age range, maybe you decide, hey, you know what, I am going to retire. And you might feel like, hey, you know what, it's time. And maybe that's why you're researching countries to go to, that you can retire and live on the cheap. It could be something like that. But with the sun in the 9th house, it certainly could be living in a new place. Maybe not right this second, but someday soon. Okay, Pisces, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, please check out my package deals. One of them is called my Deep Dive Reading, which is an hour of natal chart analysis, an hour of transits for the rest of 2024 and all of 2025 for a special price. And then I have one that has those two readings plus a full-length tarot reading called The Whole Enchilada. I have another package deal, and standalone readings including love, career readings, those kinds of things. If you're interested in just seeing what they're all about, please click on the link below. Thank you for listening. Have a great month.